Greetings, Earthlings. We're back. Memory Sector 0. I am 165. And we're continuing to work our way through Interplay's 1988 game, Neuromancer. I've been playing for approximately 3.5 decades, on and off. And we are doing that here via Apple IIe emulator LinApple, playing on a Linux computer. So we've made substantial progress in the first 2 episodes. We've gotten up to comlink 6.0, and then we went ahead and got ourselves a cyberspace capable deck after we stole lots of money from innocent people. So we're into a fun section of the game right now before things really start to get serious, where we're just going to get a whole ton of skill chips and a little bit of remaining software that we can get before we go to cyberspace. So this is just kind of like a, running errands, going down to the grocery store, stop here, grab this, stop there, grab that. So off we go. First place we're going to go is Microsoft's, which is essentially Panther Modern's Hangout. And where are we going here? Oh yeah. As I keep saying, you're getting to watch me work through the things that are like buried in my memory. I remember the game, but not as well as someone that played, through it in the past 6 months or year. But that's what makes it fun. If I sat here and mastered it and then recorded it, I think it would be dull and phony. So, if you remember, we got Larry Moe put on a arrest warrant list, so the Chiba City Tactical Police have hauled him away. This is the first time we've come in, so this is funny. You notice he's not behind the counter, but you notice in the description it's describing that he's here. We kind of worked around things. It's supposed to be a situation where we can only deal with him, but he's gone. So now there's no one to talk to, nothing to do in here, thus we can go into the back room, which we would not have been able to get into earlier. So again, not sure why they made this change. In the book, Lupus Yonderboy is the head of this gang, but they kind of work it out here like Larry is the head. Well, I guess they say he's the leader here. Like, then why? I don't know. Maybe Lupus just keeps a low profile and wants to stay in the back room. These are quotes straight from the book. Tattooed on his hand is the word chaos. I don't know how well you can see this here, but I'm stupid enough to give it a try. I have to stand up. So I love this. It's right on the screen right now. Lupus is watching you with a slight smile on his lips. Tattooed on his hand is the word chaos. And here's 165 with a slight smile on his lips. Tattooed on his arm is chaos. That is our mode and modus. That is our central kick, which if I remember correctly, we're going to get Lupus to say in the game right now. Let's see. You got past Larry. That's good. You won't get past me. That's business. I very much picture Lupus in the game setting as Manny Fraker from Death Wish 3. In the book, he's a more serious character. Okay. I love this. These are the moments when they don't give you an auto reply. Yeah, and it's funny, I don't remember this, but yeah, that's not street smart to say things like that. We're not going to go there. What are other options? Oh, we certainly don't want to go there. Oh yes, this is it. You ready? Here we go. Yes, believe it. I don't remember if believe it is in the book, but if it's not, I still like that. That's nice. Yeah, they're anarchists. Chaos is their mode modus. It means it's their hobby and their profession. Why do you vandalize things? Why do you cause trouble everywhere you go? What do you think? We're Panther Moderns. Duh. So Matt Shaw is like a fictional character created for the game that only appears in the databases that you look at pre-cyberspace. Here we go. Oh, damn it. I know. But maybe what you can help me with is my typing skills and remembering to turn the speaker off. There we go. Here we go. So evasion is basically a get the hell out of here skill chip. And to be honest, I think if you kind of, we're going to be approaching these AIs when we already have the right software and the right skill chips and that kind of thing. So evasion is really to bail out so you don't die while you're jacked in. I don't know that we need it considering the high road that we've kind of taken, but again, going through my walkthrough, I'm the one that wrote it. You could buy the clue book. There's probably 100 walkthroughs and videos on this. I watched none of that. This is my stuff because I know it works. Okay, so out of there, moving on to Metro Holographics, and go see our friend the Finn, who is definitely more of a major character in the book, way more than Lupus or the Moderns. And I believe he's right here. Yep. I feel like they made Finn look like a monk there. Like he's wearing a robe and it's brown, which he's not. He's supposed to be wearing a suit. Here we go. Yeah, actually we're looking for both. That's right. I love this. This is straight out of the book. They do go to him to get like scanned for implants or bugs and things like that. I don't remember how he responds to this. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, they put this dialogue in. It has no bearing in the game at all. It's just to, show reverence for the book. But we're not going to say nasty things to him. Here, we could say this. And he has, there we go. I mean, we 100% need these. These are maybe, deep bug. I don't remember exactly what deep bug does, but ice breaking is like you can't break ice without it. You have to have it. So we're going to buy both. Yeah. So this is why we had to get all that money together. And then we still need to buy, I don't know if this is going to work. I think I have to leave and go back in again. God damn it. I think I did it wrong. It's all right. We got time to kill. There we go. I guess I could have said that software or softwares. So we already have decoder and blowtorch. Drill we do not have. Probe we don't need. And we certainly don't need comlink 1.0. That's interesting. You can get that there. Drill. And of course, drill's the more expensive of the three. The cheap ones we already have. That's the way life goes sometimes. Oh, yes. And we also got it. So, wow, we get a lot from Finn. That's cool. They really wanted to make him an important character. Even though it's only in his store in this room. Is this free or $10? $20. I knew it was cheap. So the House of Pong is right next door. This is a fabrication for the game. It's a group, like a cult, based around the game Pong. Like they're worshipping old technology. So, they know nerds are going to play this, and I don't just mean because it's a computer game. Neuromancer is the ultimate nerd story, in a way. So they give us a couple chips, I think. Yeah, 2 extremely, extremely important chips. Cannot play the game without them at all. So we're going to give that, and he's going to absolutely lose his marbles. I have to make sure I install those skills later as well. Oh, here we go. Joystick. Give. Yes. There we go. These free? Yes. My favorite price. All right. Thank you, brother. Now we move on to see Julius Dean. And he's back here around the corner, down by the spaceport. Julius Dean appears in the book in only 2 scenes, I think. At one point you go to see him. He's kind of like a frenemy, I guess you'd call. And then he also appears in like a dream, a construct, where you blow his head off. Because it's insinuated that while he's cool to your face, not only does he not like you, he aims to get you dead if he can. For pay, probably. There we go. So what does he have? Yeah, skills. So let's talk about that. No. There we go. I want to go back and see how he answers that other question. Okay, now we don't need all of these. We need just philosophy and phenomenology. So I don't don't remember bargaining. We don't need anymore. You would if you played the game normally. And psychoanalysis is useless. That, I think, tells you what an AI's weakness is, but we got all that stuff written down. Now can we get him to talk about? I'm gonna go out and back in again. I gotta know. He's gonna give a quote from the book. That's exciting. Here we go. It's the same thing they did with lupus. Half's from the book, half's not. Not always easy to know who your friends are, is it? Scumbag, you're the one that's trying to kill me. Okay, now back to the loser. We could finally go talk to our girl Shiva. She's gonna hit us up right now. Yeah, I'll bet you do. How do I get this started? I think talk about skills. Oh, I gotta. That's how you get the ladies. You gotta act like you don't care, right? So there we go. There we go. Yeah, I'll bet you do. Give me my skill. There we go. I think you can also type skill chip and it will work if I remember correctly. There we go. And she has... Oh, that's right. So we do not need this cryptology, excuse me. I don't remember where you actually use that, but we've already passed that point of the game. But it's free, so we're going to take it. What we really need is the guest pass, because we got to go over to the Matrix, and we get a lot of stuff from that guy. You used to say Matrix? Ah, damn it. Yeah, it is. There we go. Emperor Norton. Totally fabricated place, the Matrix restaurant, kind of a corny one to be honest. And Emperor Norton, they probably named it after somebody on the designing team was a fan of Odd Couple. I'm guessing, of course, I don't know that. All right, so we're gonna head. Yep, this would be our last stop for the day, and they are right up here. There's Crazy Ito's. And I think they're next or the one after. Nope, that's it. So he threw us out earlier when we accidentally set foot in here. No. Some of this is right out of the book. But yeah, just guys talking shop. Gotta respect it. Pulled the trodes off, man. Yeah, they're just like dropping jargon so heavily into their conversation. Uh-oh. Now we're in trouble. And we want, yes, skills. And then also upgrades, but that's a separate transaction. So let's grab these skills real quick. And we want just logic. There we go. Yep. But let's go ahead and get these skills installed real quick. So the concept being that you, in the book, the moderns do, or Lupus does, Case does not, but they have a jack installed in their head so they can plug, they say like long slivers of silicon in the book, and this is just a chip, which makes more sense. But either way, it's to give you like instantaneous knowledge. You download information into your brain. A lot of skills here. Oh, we're still going. Operate. Wow, we've been on quite a shopping trip. I've lost track. So we can also drop the UXB now, and that's something that always terrified me. Like, I'm accidentally going to drop the Samurai 7. So I'm just gonna, you can leave them both in there if you got space, and we do. Okay, so let's talk to him about upgrades now. For Zen and Debug. There we go. Oh, it's more than level 2. I forgot about that. So I think we just max out at a certain point and it stops working. Okay, you only get one there, and then Debug. We don't even have half of these chips. There we go. So that's maxed. Now this is telling, I mentioned earlier that I didn't think we needed evasion. Now I'm sure we don't because I didn't write in my notes to upgrade evasion. If it was useful, we would upgrade it. It's only $100. But you don't need it. If you have you know what the AI's weaknesses already, they have no chance to kill you. Okay. Well, I guess that is it then for this episode. Got a lot done, running around Chiba City, picking up skill chips, implanting them at a rapid pace. Got to meet our friend Emperor Norton and King Osiris, hanging out, talking shop. That's it for now, folks. Thanks for sticking around. Episode 3 on the books. Episode 4, things are really going to get lit, and we're going straight into Zone 0 and our first glimpses of the Matrix and our first glimpses of AIs. We have 2 AIs awaiting us in Zone 0. Stick around to see who they are. Catch you on the flip side.